Hello everyone!
Hey!
And welcome to Uncut Gaming,
Where we don't edit our videos.
but we are
Glooming the Haven.
glooming the hell out of the haven. In Gloomhaven.
Yes.
Ooh, my number one game of the last decade.
Yep.
Yep. In case you have been living under a rock, I guess, Gloomhaven is a campaign-based game.
Yeah, semi-cooperative.
Yeah, it's fully cooperative. Where we are playing as various races in a high fantasy world, right? And we are not only in the city of Gloomhaven, but we are traveling around the world
Of Gloomhaven.
No, the city is called Gloomhaven.
Yeah, but we're traveling around the adjacent areas and doing stuff.
Right. And in a campaign-based or scenario-based manner, we are getting into a scenario where
doing stuff.
We're moving around a map, killing other monsters, etc. And then we're going back to Gloomhaven, maybe gaining more money to buy new items, to advance our characters, to do it over and over and over again. Well, there is a narrative to the game, and the backstory of Gloomhaven gets revealed more and more as we progress, and hopefully we'll get to the end of the campaign. Now, in this specific and in this specific playthrough, what we're going to do, because we're very spoiler cognizant, we are going to do maybe two things. One is sort of mimic what happens when you're actually doing a real campaign.
You the basic game loop, like you're in city, you buy stuff, you go out of the city, you get a city event, you get a road event, you get to a dungeon, you open the map, you do the dungeon, you go back to the city. So that's pretty much what we want to do. So you get a feel of the game and what's so unique about it, and why it could be for you and it could not be for you. Giving you the tools to decide. Right,
but the specific scenario will not come out of the big book of scenarios.
Yeah.
It will come out of
randomizer.
Yes, it will come out of a random deck of cards, which is supported by the game itself.
They gave it to us, so yeah.
Yep. So that we won't show any specific information or any.
And these are part of the starter characters. That is, it's not one of the truck ton of characters that you unlock in the game. I think there's a total of almost 20.
I think so, yeah. Maybe more.
But you have 5 or 6 that are available to you from the start of the game. We chose those as to not bring any spoilers. We want to talk about how characters work?
Sure, yeah. So I'm the Mind Thief. That's basically the class. When we open up a new character...
You didn't name your character.
Right. We name our characters. And then we decided for this playthrough to not start at level 1. We wanted to show what happens when you progress throughout the game and new stuff come out. So we will start at level 6.
Yes.
And you level up by going through dungeons and completing...
Cards have experience on them sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all cards.
Right.
Some characters have more of those, some characters have less, and this is the only way to gain experience.
Right. We start with an amount of gold. We get gold by killing off monsters in the dungeon and picking up loot. Yeah. And there are specific perks that we can get throughout the game. Every time that you level up, meaning your experience got to the next level, you actually can pick one of those perks. Those perks can be bettering your modifier deck. So it's not just zeros, ones, and minuses. It's maybe twos and another effects.
Added effects, yeah.
Yep. And another thing that happens when you start a character is you get a quest.
Yes.
So
let's see if those quests. I don't know which are spoilerish or not, but they give you like a backstory, like you were at an orphanage and a big guy with a sword came in and, I don't know, made bread or something. And once you complete the quest,
of whatever, avenging your family or whatever it is.
Yes, you have a condition, and once you reach it, you usually unlock another class. You don't always unlock another class, and even if you do unlock another class, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to use it. Like, if I unlock a specific class and I don't feel like it, I can just start with a different class. However, you force retire.
Yes.
Your character must be scrapped and you must start a new one. That's a very important part of the game loop. You don't necessarily play Gloomhaven from start to finish unless you have like really horrible luck.
With the same character, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will be forced retired multiple times.
Yeah. On the other hand, it does take you like 6 or 7
At
runs
the very least.
to meet your quest condition.
I think our quickest was 4.
Yeah, so you are growing up with the character and gaining literal experiences. You have memories of what you did with that specific character as opposed to the other character, and which one you liked better, and what happened in Gloomhaven during the time that you played as that character. So it's really thematic and storytelling wise in that respect.
But it's also very different from a regular D&D campaign where you will generally start with a given party and a set of classes and just continue through that to the end, and only maybe before the next campaign you'll swap.
Yeah, I do want to mention another thing, which is as you level up, a very big part of the game is gaining more cards. And so we will be showing off the higher level cards. I don't think it's anything spoilery because they're just better versions of the earlier cards.
They're also available to you to look at once you unlock the character. They're not hidden or sealed in any way.
Yeah. And so we will be playing with cards up to level 6, as if we leveled up our characters. So that's opening up a character. The next thing that you do is, and again, this will be slightly more spoilerish, and again, you're only going to see...
We're going to just overview it quickly, but you have this giant map that you have to put stickers on.
No, nope.
Working on it. It's to prevent the spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have this giant map that you put stickers on, and this indicates where you can go.
Right.
And
so you unlock specific locations, and then you are able to actually go to them by looking at this number and then opening at that page in the scenario book.
There's a global achievements at the top, which measures things and changes according to your decisions, but it doesn't really impact anything. It's more so, you can look at it and say, yeah, I did that thing.
No, some parts of the plot actually say, if you did that, then you were able to continue with that, otherwise don't.
Yeah, but
and there are bifurcating paths during the narrative.
But they could have not done it in stickers, or they could have just told you if you met these conditions, then move on. Yeah, it's more of a thematic thing to make you feel like you're actually changing the board.
Right. Now, while we're in the city, we can buy items, right? Yes. So if you remember, we had like 105 gold, and so we get... Right, so some of the basic items, these are, I think, not the basic ones?
These are. The basic, we just unlocked quite a bit because Gloomhaven has some persistency. There's the level of Gloomhaven, the city itself.
Yeah.
So we have quite a bit of items unlocked, and that's because our Gloomhaven is, level 6?
Something like that, yeah, Prosperity it's called.
Yeah, and you get more items as you... open Gloomhaven up.
So we chose to buy, and we'll show this during the game, but we chose to buy some potions.
I have a set of armor.
I have a boot of striding, and so we'll use them throughout the dungeon itself.
Yeah, theoretically I have 6 gold I can spend from our last mission, but I don't think so. Okay,
another thing that happens while we're at the city is that we have a city event.
You didn't name your character, honey. You need to name your character.
I will.
He looks like a Mickey. Let's call him Mickey.
Okay, let's Mickey the Mind Thief.
Yes. So, at the start of your city phase, let's call it.
It's not the start, you just choose to do it.
Yeah, you have you choose, it's not mandatory. You have a city event. Now, we chose one of the basic ones, but they're all pretty cutesy. Like, you're attending to business in the sinking market when a frail white-haired woman approaches you and grabs you by the arm. "Oh my, don't you look strong," she says. Could you possibly assist me with a small problem I'm having in my cellar?" Her eyes grow narrow Rats. So many rats. I don't know where they're coming from. Yeah, but they're a right nuisance. Ruined 3 jars of preserves just yesterday. She tugs you weakly at the sleeve. Please, can you help me? And you have 2 options, either to help her or decline. And after you decide as a party what to do, you flip to the other side, and spoilers, and then you either do A or do B, and then you return it to the city discard pile, unless the card says something else. Some of them unlock special events, some of them are just a nuisance.
Yeah.
Some of them are resolved if you have a specific class, some of them are not.
Some of them are added to the deck as part of us progressing through the narrative, so that the narrative that we're experiencing actually affects that deck. So things will come up throughout the game that actually were caused by us.
Yeah, which is an element that I actually really like.
Yeah.
I'd be happy if we would remove more city events and road events than we actually add. But it's a really cutesy element.
Yep.
So city event, shopping, we decide where we want to go, and then we take a road event on the road to there.
Right. So you are walking down the road when the sound of many wings pulls your gaze to the sky. Above you, you see a large flock of red birds flying southward. At that height, you figure a well-aimed arrow could bring one of them down to make a nice meal. Then we either shoot the birds or let the birds pass undisturbed. And we're not going to actually resolve this, but again...
Is that the one where you have to pass them? Okay,
yeah,
because there are 2 flocks of birds.
Let's not... Okay. But suffice to say that, we make a choice and then whatever happens, happens. Right. So theoretically, again, what we would have done right now is open the book, and it'll tell us the layout of the dungeon, whichever monsters do we need, whichever traps do we need, whichever obstacles do we need to have. And then it'll also tell us a bit of the narrative, right? What happens before we actually get to that place. Sometimes we are accompanied by an NPC, right? Just a random character that is just there for the story. And then it also tells us, I think, or no, at the end it'll also tell us what we gain, or we know up front what we can get if we win the scenario, right?
Yes, but there's lots of stuff that happen in between.
Right.
So you want to set up the map, and I'll talk about races or something?
Yeah, okay, so let's just... I think this deck we do need, but that deck we don't need.
So this we definitely don't need, so we're removing it.
Yeah, just to make some
more
space.
room. Oh yeah, we need this. This is the curses.
Right.
Okay. So Gloomhaven's world is actually kind of cutesy and has a lot of interesting races, which you get to play as most of. Which is something that I actually kind of really like, because they're not your typical elf, elf, dwarf, and something. Like, I'm this massive hunk of rock, and Idan is this tiny psychic rodent. And there are crystal people, and there are demi-devils. I think there are demi-angels as well.
There are a lot of...
And this is up front, so it's in the manual. I don't consider it in any way a spoiler. There's also a race that's a giant chunk of insects.
Yes.
Which is, again, very cute. Now, you get a set of these tiles. They're both 2-sided. They're very cute. They're very atmospheric, and you reuse them for all the maps. So... these are the creatures that we have. We have Berry Bear.
Yep, we have the bear. We have the cat. Let's find the cat.
I think it's a wolf, but yes.
Oh, it may be a wolf and the green fairy.
Okay. The green fairies shoot and...
Oh, you remember them?
Yeah, I think they heal as well, which isn't a big deal. But they're not the stronger enemies.
Here's this one, and lastly, here is hopefully this one.
Imps. Forest imp.
Okay. So that's in terms of enemy sheets. You can go, or you can talk about the anatomy of these cards if you want?
Sure. So first of all, according to the rule book, the recommended scenario level, again recommended, you can use whatever you want, is the average level of all your characters divided by 2. So in our case, it's 3. So you start by sleeving the card so that the 3, which is the scenario level, is facing up. And here you have the enemy health, you have the enemy's movement, and you have the enemy's attack. Now you'll see that there's a left and a right side. The gray side is regular enemies, whereas the gold side is elite enemies, which you will often encounter. And you can very clearly see on the card, the cards themselves have like three types of colors according to the number of players. So this is 2 players, this is 3 players, and this is 4 players, right?
2, 3, 4.
Exactly. So in our case, it's a regular bear, but if we were a 3-player party, that would have been an elite berry bear. There are sometimes cards with other special effects denoted on them. For example, the fairies have this because they're flying. They also have a shield. Shield means that whenever they take regular damage, you reduce it by 1. And what else? The wolves have retaliate, so whenever they're attacked by melee range or their own range, in which case is 0 because this is the ranged area and they're not ranged, they will return damage that pierces armor. So, like, there's cool stuff here. The forest imps, for example, are very mobile and have a lot of range but low damage, whereas the wolves have not that much damage, but they're mobile and have a lot more health. They're all really mobile. Huh, that's gonna be different than last time. These come with the game, right?
Yes.
These little cute placements come with the game, and you're supposed to use them, but I think we have our own printed.
3D printed, yeah.
Yeah, a friend of ours has a 3D printer at work, so we kind of asked him to do us a solid.
Okay, so as you can see, these 2 cards tell me which monsters and obstacles to place and where to place them. We're at the wild corridor for whatever reason. So we need a bear.
You need some traps
here. Then I need 2 coins here. Oh, sorry, the bear is here actually. And then, let's see, that's number...
So there's a bear and
that's
there's a
number
coin.
2. Number 3 is over here. Number 4 is a hound. Whereas number 4, it is over here.
Yes.
The number 5 is another hound, which is over here. Number 6 is nothing because we're 2 players. Number 7, which is over here, is an elite.
An elite forest imp.
Forest imp. Then number 8 is this trap, which causes immobilization and...
I think that's stun, only it's a different color for some reason.
Interesting. We'll figure it out later.
There's no red stun icon. There's just a blue stun icon.
Okay, we'll figure it out. So
that's bleed. Only it's weirdly displayed. Look, it looks like a drop in the center.
Okay, I don't think that's it. So that's actually here, and then number 9 is over here. Oof, nothing, and then another imp at 11, and 12 is a
treasure chest.
Treasure.
Where's the exit
for us?
though?
Yeah, it's over here. Oops. So the treasure. Sorry, the exit is over here. And we need to get to here. So if you really want to be precise, then it should be like this. And the treasure, and the treasure is cure all negative conditions. Because it's not really a treasure that, if we were to play a real scenario, then we again will go to the scenario book and look up a number of a specific treasure, and that'll give us something else.
That's a fairly weak treasure, I have to be honest, but
okay.
whatevs.
Right.
Now, at the start of the scenario, we get 2 goal cards.
Private goal cards, correct.
Yes, we get to choose one of them. I think that happens after we know what goes on here.
Yeah, probably. Okay,
so
I chose.
Professional of us. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't remember.
You use those to get check marks. Once you have a set of 3, then you get an additional perk. Perks are very good, and you get a limited amount of them, so you want to obtain these. Not a fan of
and these are in secret, so we haven't covered this yet, but basically throughout the game it's not a fully cooperative in the sense that we can share all information. There is limited communication to this game, so we're allowed to talk only in thematic sense. We're not allowed to say I'm going to move 3 spaces to there and I'm going to hit him for 4 damage, but we are allowed to say I'm going relatively fast, I'm going to try my best to go to be close to this guy and then try to hit him as best as I could, just to keep things flowing, as well as thematic, but mainly to keep us from being over analytical.
Yeah, not only that, but it kind of ruins the fun. This mechanism is very cute in my opinion because it makes it much more difficult to be an alpha player.
Yep.
To dictate to other people what they're gonna do, because you can't be precise.
Yeah, exactly.
You want me to go over card anatomy, or
sure,
shall we do
that
afterwards? Okay, so cards have a level, which is irrelevant for now, but they have a top ability and a bottom ability. On your turn, that is, everyone picks 2 cards, and then we reveal them simultaneously, and you get to choose which one of them you use for initiative, right? It's not necessarily the lowest one. These are the options. Lower initiative means you move first, higher initiative means you move later. And depending on the cards, you might want to do one or the other. You get to choose a top ability and a bottom ability for those 2 cards. You don't have to choose in advance. You can see how things play out and then decide whether you're going to do it. And in your turn, you do both. You can always default, and it's denoted here, to a regular 2 attack for the top part and a regular 2 movement for the bottom part if, you know, all your plans were foiled and you need a fallback. Regular cards after being used are put in the discard and can then be picked up into your hand again. This icon means that after using this ability, that is the top ability, not the bottom, I will have to discard this card to the lost pile rather than I will have to like burn the card, trash it. It will never return to my hand in this scenario. And this is important because once your hand is done, you're done.
You have to, in terms of all of your cards went to the
Once
trash.
all of your cards are lost.
But what happens when all of your cards are in the discard pile?
Then you are forced to take a long rest. Long rest means you skip your turn. You can take a short rest. You have 2 options. You either long rest, which is to skip a turn, heal, lose some of the negative conditions, and then pick up your hand, or a short rest, which is just to pick up your hand. You do not lose a turn, but I think there's... Yeah, long rest also refreshes most of your items, like not ones that are lost, like the potions, but armor and stuff like that get refreshed. So there are advantages to that.
Okay.
Was there anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, some of them are AoE, there's attacks, there's range, there's elements that they raise. We'll cover elements once we get to them, I think.
Yeah.
And that is it. I will be up front because I'm the tank.
Right, so the starting location is this hex. And you can start it up to 2 away from that. I think I'll be right behind you, maybe?
Well, I'm the tank.
Yep. And our goal is to kill... our goal across the whole random scenario here is to kill all enemies. That's the win condition. Once we kill all enemies, we finish the random scenario successfully. We do, however, need to open 3 rooms, and this is the entrance to the 2nd room. Okay.
So now we get to pick our cards.
Yep.
So, quick question, but are these considered obstacles?
Yes, those are obstacles.
It's important for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like this big, butch, burly guy. So I need to find out where there are obstacles. Are we gonna talk in character, honey?
Only if you want to.
But you have to talk like a psychic rat.
I have no idea. I'll think about it.
Okay, honey, you think about it.
Well, that's interesting.
What's interesting, honey?
Let's try. We'll see what happens. So I'm ready.
Remind me, push is not necessarily...
It necessarily means that the monster is further away than it was before.
Yeah, but I can choose here, here, or here.
Right.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to be adjacent to the monster.
Okay, are you gonna generally tell me what it is that you want to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna summon a red swarm.
No, you have to be thematic. You're gonna summon assistants.
I'm gonna summon, yeah, but I'm not talking in specific numbers, so that's okay.
Okay.
I'm summoning my friends.
Yes.
The little squeaky guys, and I am going to boost myself, hopefully, for the rest of the game. And I'm going rather quickly. Not that it matters.
Are you sure that you don't want to be slower? Because the wolves are fast,
right?
And I'd rather they attack me because I have armor. Whatever. I'm just.
I can be extra slow, but I don't think that's to my benefit.
Okay, then that is it.
Okay.
Let's open up their cards.
Right.
Let's open up our cards.
Yeah. So every enemy type has his own action cards, and they share the modifier deck, which we'll talk in a bit. So the cave bears are at 14.
Mm-hmm.
The imps are at 43, and the hound are at 83.
That's surprising. They're usually really fast. So first of all, you choose initiative.
Yeah. So actually, we needed to have chosen them when we revealed them. So I chose 12.
Okay, I chose the lower one, 53.
Okay, so I'll go
last.
Yeah, so I'll go first. So this card says that I may have 2 augments. Augments are something that's specific to this class, where I can have passive abilities for the rest of the game.
This icon means that the card is passive and permanently active till he then decides to discard it.
So they move to the active side of my player area.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was the bottom action. My top action would be to summon the red swarm. So I am going to pick up some kind of token that'll signify that this is the red swarm. Now, summons are placed around me wherever I choose. I'm going to choose to place it here so that they'll be able to attack the hounds. I'm going to mark this card as purple just so that we'll remember that this is this. Summons are activating on my turn before I do anything. So they'll actually do something at the start of my next turn. So that was my turn.
Okay. What
and now
were you pointing out?
Now the cave bear. So the cave bears are moving at -1 movement points. That means they're moving at 3, if I see correctly.
Yes, the bear is at 3 and -1, so he has
2.
Sorry, he has 4.
4 minus 1 is 3. And so enemies want to get closer to us as much as possible. And they can move through enemies, that's correct.
So he goes over here, which means he can reach me.
Yeah.
And then he attacks for -1.
I think what we'll do, though, just for the players, we're going to do this.
Oh.
Because otherwise it's going to be confusing.
And
so we're going to mark...
We only have 1 elite, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
It's golden now.
Yeah, just so that'll be easier. Okay. Let's move on.
So now the bear decides to maul me. He does it at -1, so his base attack is free, and he will immobilize me, which is not that horrible, to be completely honest. So whip out the modifier, honey. Boom.
That's
double
interesting.
damage. Now, rules state that players like myself who hate the over-randomization of double damage and complete misses can treat them as +2 or -2. So as far as I'm concerned, he attacks me for 5.
Yep.
Now, I have this armor, which means on the next 3 sources of damage from attacks, you gain 1 shield and 1 retaliate. So he attacks me for 4, effectively. So I'm reduced from 20 to 16.
Why did you start with 20?
Because that's what this kind chart says, that at level 6 I have 20 hit points. He took 1 damage from my...
Retaliate?
It's sword edge armor.
Sword.
Yeah. So we mark that bear number 4 has taken 1 damage. I am immobilized, which means that till the start of my next turn...
Till the start of your next... Till the end of your next turn.
Till the end of my next turn, I cannot move.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Setting, but fine. So the next in the initiative track is the imp.
Okay. So we have 2 imps. The elite goes first.
Always.
Yep. They move +0, so that's 4.
Yes. And they attack for -1, 2 targets, and a curse.
And they
how lovely. So the elite imp has 2 damage and a range of 4. So he'll want to attack these 2, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. So he needs to move 1.
Yeah. So he moved
1,
here.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
And now he will attack your creature first, because he has initiative.
Yep.
By the way, this gets reshuffled at the end, right? Because of this icon. Okay, great. Just reminding myself.
Okay. So the attack is for 1.
1.
Right.
First target.
Okay, so that's 1. So my red swarm got hit for 1 out of 6. And the curse actually goes into my, at the end of the round, I'll shuffle it into my modifier deck, right? And then he hits you for 1 plus 0 is 1 and a curse.
I get 0 damage because of my armor.
But you do get a curse.
But I do get a curse.
Yeah. And then this
imp does exactly the same thing.
So he can move up to, we said, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, he attacks me for 1 plus 1. That's 2. I mean, not me, but my character.
Well, you're summon. But yeah, and then he attacks me.
So that's 1 plus 0, another 1.
So my armor has discarded, and I get 0 damage again.
Another curse, and then we're moving on to you.
Great. So first of all, I do heaving swing. So heaving, not constipated, but yes.
Okay.
Anywho, I get to choose a target. I choose Wolfie Wolf, and that's because he hasn't moved yet, and I might be able to slaughter it. I do free base damage, and I push it. Yeah. I choose to push it over here. Now, you may push the target into hexes containing obstacles. In each hex, destroy the obstacle. The target suffers 2 damage, and you gain 1 experience. Now, before that, I activated the bottom part of this card, which is a passive that is active for this entire round, +2 on all of your melee attacks this round. Since this is a melee attack, instead of 5 base, instead of 3 base, I get a 5 base, and because I pushed him into an obstacle which I destroyed, it's a 7 base. So let's whip up that uncursed modifier deck and see what I did. +1, 8 damage. Hound has 8 HP. So I ostensibly destroyed it.
Amazing.
Yes, and I got like what, 1 XP for that? That's really impressive.
Very good. You did your job as a tank.
What was I gonna ask? Yes, if I killed it and it has retaliate, do I take damage or not?
I think it happens regardless, but we can quickly check.
Yeah. The game has a lot of minor questions like that you'll find yourself asking, and it's okay, you get used to it. So I did my thing. Now the remaining hound has a move -2, their base, so he has a movement of 2, and he has an attack of +1. Now this is a regular hound, so at least it doesn't do much damage. It goes over here, and it attacks for +1. Will it prefer to attack me or your summon? I think I will prefer to attack the summon because the summon has...
No, it does not happen, the retaliate.
Wonderful. Wait, your summon doesn't have an initiative this
It
turn.
does. Of mine. 12.
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
On the turn it was summoned, even though it doesn't move.
Yep.
So you're saying it will definitely want to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, base 3, whip out.
Base 3 and null.
A complete
miss. Yay, he gets to live.
Idan likes the double damage or complete miss, so for him...
That's a complete miss.
Yeah. For me, that would have been a -2.
Yep.
Okay, that was first round.
No, and then the hounds move.
That's what we just did.
We just did that. Okay, great. Okay, so end of round.
Yeah, now I have to reshuffle these two in, as do you.
Yeah.
We have to reshuffle the imps because there's a reshuffle icon on the card that we whipped out.
Exactly.
And there was a reshuffle on both the critical hit and the critical miss. So we definitely have to reshuffle their modifier deck.
Yep.
And much reshuffling.
Yep. These cards stay here.
Galore, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your creature is kind of wounded, but
yeah, we can heal him.
Can attack. Because there's stuff at melee range. Idan's creature is rather slow, so
okay,
you know, it helps. I'm still reshuffling. These two go to my discard pile. No cards were lost during this turn.
I think...
Therefore, you are.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
So, this... I have to maul this bear. We just do.
So I think I'm going to go rather quickly, and I am going to move onwards and attack from with a ranged attack.
I'll try and heal your creature and myself a bit.
Yeah.
And I will also try to spread a bit of low damage around.
Okay.
I'm always slow.
All right. So I'm at 10.
I'm at 78.
78.
I'm like a
That's
grandmother
41, 37, and 6.
I'm last.
Oh no. The hound moves before me. Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that much damage, so you could survive this.
He moves. Yeah. So he moves -1, which means he moves. It doesn't need to move, and then he attacks +0, so that's attack 2. So he attacks this creature for 2.
Be a 0, be a 0, be a
-2. Yay.
0 damage.
All right. But he does immobilize the rat swarm,
which doesn't matter.
Yeah, you lost your immobilize.
I did?
Yeah, it was at the end of your last turn, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You played around with it. So that was that. Next up is actually me.
Go, honey.
Which is excellent.
First of all, the summon, and the summon moves automatically according to the same AI rules that we use for enemies.
He wants to get closer to the enemies. He is close to an enemy, other than the fact that he's immobilized. And then he attacks it for 2, and that comes out of my modifier deck. That's a 1.
But it's also a poison. However, it's also a retaliate, so you take 1 damage.
Oh.
He takes 1 damage on wolf number 6.
Where do you see the retaliate? Oh, yeah.
And the wolf is poisoned, which is nice, because I'm gonna do nasty things to it.
Poison means that whenever we attack it, he gets +1 damage. Okay, so now it's my regular turn.
Mm-hmm.
So first is I am going to set up this augment, which says that on my melee attacks, I add +2 attack.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not a melee attack. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, never mind. So now I'm going to move 3.
I just want to clarify something. If you were, for example, here, this would be an augment and an attack?
Oh, you're right. So I should do it another way. You're right. First, I'm going to move 3.
Okay.
1, 2 is enough.
Great.
And then I want to shoot, I think, this one, or do we prefer to kill the bear? We probably want to kill the bear?
I say start with the fairies before they curse the living bejesus out of us.
So I'm going to attack the fairy for 3. The elite fairy, obviously.
Sure.
So that's going to happen. Oh, that's a curse.
But we lost it. So
yeah,
okay.
I did manage to conjure up some frost. Frost is an element which we can then consume for bonuses, and I do get 1 experience point out of this. And then I'm doing this and attacking the hound. I attack it for a base of 3. 3. Oh.
Did you shuffle, honey?
I did.
Because you had like 2 curses.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
at least
I get another
doesn't
curse.
retaliate.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't?
Didn't we say that when you miss, there's nothing happening?
Oh, okay. I don't remember, but okay.
I don't remember
either. So this card moves away to my my discard pile, and that is it.
Okay, great. That was 12. So now we go to
37 with the imps. So the elite moves. He doesn't need to move, I think.
Yeah, we're in range, and it's gonna attack what, you? Because you're closer.
Yeah, that's true. So he's gonna attack me for
base of 2.
2, and a curse. Great. So base of 2 plus 0 is 2. So I'm gonna lose 2 HP, and I'm gonna add another curse.
Enjoy, honey.
Thank you.
And then the other fairy will also target you.
Yep.
So that's the exact same thing.
Yeah, and that's just 1.
Okay, great.
And another curse. I'll try to shuffle better.
Okay,
and
so
then
the bear will attack me because I'm closest.
Yeah.
So the bear now tries to have a swipe at me for
4. That's a 5.
Yes, which is unfortunate because I'm out of armor, but it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I'm tanky.
And then it's your turn.
Hallelujah. Let's see if there's any meaning to doing them in a specific order. Okay, so I will start with a rock slide, which means I place 3 obstacles.
Oh.
Divide obstacles. I think you can take from there.
Oh, right. These are the obstacles.
Like the shrine and stuff are obstacles.
Yeah. You go.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah. So 1 will go over here.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 will go over... I can place them on top of traps, can't I?
No, I don't think
Why
so.
not?
Because it's 1 thing per hex.
Okay, 2.
Yeah.
And I think I have to place 3. I have to be of a range of 4, so that's 1, 2, 3. But that will block you. Then I have to destroy them somehow.
Just put it behind us.
Yeah, but it's AoE damage. I'm pretty sure I can place them on top of other obstacles. I don't see a reason why not. I can destroy obstacles freely.
Okay.
Like it's a rock slide. Are you gonna tell it it's not gonna slide on top of the altar?
That makes sense. And then?
It specifically says empty hexes.
Great. But it's gonna do AoE and explode, right? Oh no, it's gonna stay there. Right.
Look, I can bash some of the obstacles, but not the one that's over here. Do you have a jump?
I do have a jump. In my deck, yes.
If I put it over here, it kills your thingy. That's not good.
Nope.
If I put it over here, it gives me damage. Fine, I'll take the damage.
So why not put it here?
Because then
for the
it
extra
blocks
damage.
you. And it doesn't do extra damage. All allies and enemies adjacent to one or more obstacles suffer 2 damage. So I'll take the 2 damage on the nose.
Okay.
But I also give the bear 2 damage. The wolf takes 3 because he's poisoned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And both fairies...
I took, I think, 5s.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
And both fairies. So the wolf takes a 3 and both fairies take 2. So that's number 4.
But the elite has shield.
5. I don't think it counts because it's not the same icon. It just says suffer 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay, so that was card A. Card B is move 2, which I won't. I'm just going to stay in place. Heal 1 for all adjacent allies.
Yeah, so 1, right?
Yes.
So my summon is including that.
Mm-hmm.
And attack 1.
Attack 1 for all adjacent enemies.
Great.
So let's start with Berry Bear. Berry Bear gets a +1.
So that's a total of 2.
Yes, Berry Bear takes 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And Wolfie Wolf is -2. So that's a 0. I mean, I was gonna ask if the poison counts for anything.
It does.
So he gets 1 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
And that's it. I tried.
Yeah, we all tried. So that's the end of the round. We get rid of...
I think that during my turn, I wanna use my major healing potion.
Okay.
For 5 health, because I'm kind of running low here. 10 health isn't high.
Yeah, so we get rid of every curse.
That was taken out.
Yeah, and that is it.
Nothing gets reshuffled. Oh, okay. Please don't die.
I'll try. I have a major healing potion as well.
So let's talk a little bit about the elements. Okay, Idan raised ice on his turn, and I raised wind on my turn. When you raise an element, it's the last thing that happens on your turn, so you cannot, under any circumstances, consume it
right.
on the same turn.
Yep.
But afterwards, it goes into waning on the next round, right?
Yeah.
And in waning, you can consume it. However, you can also play off of each other. I don't have anything that consumes ice, but if I did, I could have used it. So now we have to take into account that there are 2 elements over here that are just waiting to be used.
Mm-hmm.
I think, emphasis on think, that I can butcher the 2 of them.
Yeah, I think I'll move on to the fairy and try to stun it.
Please don't die.
I will do my best.
Do you want me to prepare some healing just in case?
I'm going to be very, very quick, so I think I'll be fine.
Okay, I'm still preparing healing just in case.
Yep. Okay. So we start, right?
Oh, I should have gotten 1 XP because of my rock slide. Did I miss any other XP? No, I did not. Okay, good.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm 9.
I'm 26. This is the fastest I've been.
61.
You see, the pile of rocks is really trying.
26. So you go first, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So first of all is the swarm.
Such joy.
Right? Swarm. So he attacks the Wolfie Wolf for a base of 2.
I think he's no longer immobilized.
Yeah,
not that also it really matters.
So +2, so a total of 3.
Yes, plus the poison. So Wolf is out.
Yay!
We said a total of 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
total
Wolf
of 3
is
out.
Out.
And he leaves behind a coin for us to pick up.
Oh, very good.
And then I move. Very good, swarmy swarm of rats.
Good swarmy swarm.
And then I am going to move 2. So I'm not doing this bottom action. I'm actually just going to move 2. Oh, I should have picked this up. Because when you end your turn on a spot where with a loot, you just pick it up. So I'm going to move 2, and then I'm going to hit it for 3 + 2 because it's a melee attack.
And you consumed ice.
And I consume ice 2. Was this really generated?
Previous turn, I generated it, yes.
Good. So I'm going to also stun it because I'm consuming the ice with my frigid apparition. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a total of 5 on the forest imp. He has a shield of 1, but it is 5, so that's 4. Mm-hmm. Oh, actually no, he doesn't have a shield because shield is turned on his turn. So he doesn't have the shield. So that's a total of 5.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We have
no.
never played like this. We always played as if it's always present.
No. It's just present from his turn onwards, even the retaliate. Okay. So 5 on the imp, please. 5 on the imp.
I'm gonna have
I think he's dead.
No, he's an elite.
Right, that's why he has a 7.
And you're right, he is dead. Wow. Yeah. Kudos, honey. You blew that fairy up.
So that's dead. Jim.
Did you get your XP?
And I'm going to get my XP as well.
Very good.
And do I want to do anything else? No, that is it. So these 2 are moved here.
Very good. I think I'm still going to heal your rat swarm.
Okay.
So now it's me because I'm 26 and the hound is dead. Mm-hmm. So he's irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start by healing you or the rat swarm.
I guess the rat swarm.
I'm healing you. You get healed for 2.
Okay. 2.
And
thank you.
I use the Cataclysm. Now, I'm the gray spot, and I can choose the distribution any way I want.
Mm-hmm. The rotation, you mean?
Like, I could have chosen it over here, and it would have affected the rat swarm as well, but I chose it to be this way.
You're never attacking me.
Immobilize all allies and enemies in the targeted area. I think that AoE definitely...
But not attack.
Not attack.
Never attack.
Trust you completely. Now, I consume the earth that I raised to make it a 6. I get 2 XP for that. And then I hit the bear for a 6. Wow. So let's see what did we get. 6 plus 1, that's 7. Thank you. 7 plus 5 is 12. So
1 more.
Close. Oh, your rat will finish him off.
Yep. You can just...
Oh, the rat
did attack it and died, yeah.
Okay, this is a card that gets lost upon use.
Yep.
But I still think it's worth it. And immobilize all enemies in the targeted area. The bear wasn't going to move anyway, but now it can't, even if it wants to. Okay, so the Earthen Clod was for healing, the Cataclysm was for bashing things.
And then, okay, so there are no hounds anymore. And we move on to the imp. So it moves plus 0.
Which is 4, so it'll get to the furthest that it can while still being capable of attacking.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think this is 1, 2, 3. So it'll go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it will attack you for -1, so that's a base of 1. No, but in this case it has 2 targets. So I think it would rather stay here and attack 1, 2, 3, 4, me and you.
Yep.
So base of 1 attacks you.
Okay, so it attacks me for 2.
Yes.
And a curse.
So happy I healed you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
it attacks you for 1, plus 1 is also 2, and a curse.
Hooray.
Okay.
And
that's
the
it.
Bear.
And now the bear, he doesn't need to move, and he attacks.
He can't move. I think that he would have liked to move and attack both of us, but I immobilized him, so nope. And he has a base of -1, so that's a 3. Whip it out, honey.
2.
Okay, great.
Yep.
And
you don't have any retaliate, right?
Me? No, not this turn.
Okay, so
we have cards for it, but not on me.
Yeah. So we reshuffle everything that needs to get reshuffled.
Let's assume I used my major stamina potion. I want this. Major stamina potion says during your turn, recover up to 3 cards from your discarded cards. Like not from the lost, but from the actual discard. I'm gonna take this because it's really nice. I'm gonna take this because it's also really nice. These potions are actually really important because they lengthen your turn, which is a big deal. He's no longer immobilized, right?
Nope. I had a full turn.
Great. So I made my pick. I'm gonna focus the bear, and then if you're still around, I'm gonna heal you and Ratty Rat.
Okay.
The bear is definitely dead, either from me or from you.
Yeah. I am going to... Interesting. So let's say that I will...
The fairy's like on 1 HP. You can butcher
I'll
it
just
easily, and then go
I'll
to
just
the
move
treasure.
and hit it, and it'll probably die.
Yeah, pop it, honey, like a pinball.
Okay. That's it?
Oh yeah, I should reshuffle these, but...
Okay. So I'm on 16.
I am slow as hell. I'm on 57.
So 43 and... Sorry, 34 and 43. Okay, so I go first. So I choose to just move...
Rat Swarm.
Oh, sorry, the Rat Swarm, correct. It moves 1 over here, and then he attacks the bear for 2. 2, of course, a curse means nothing. Great.
God damn you, forest imps.
Damn you. Yeah.
Okay,
then
don't worry.
I'm gonna use this bottom part to just move 2. And then I'm gonna choose to use this card just as an attack 2.
Why not use the move? It'll muddle as well.
This move?
Yeah.
And then this attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus it allows me to actually jump, so I should do that. You're correct. So I am going to move 1, 2, 3. But then I won't be able to attack. So the question is, do we want to... I could muddle it and not attack it.
Whatever you see fit.
Let's open the next room.
Better than me.
Yeah, let's just move and open up the new room.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And
you muddle the fairy.
And I muddle the fairy, which means that it's at disadvantage, which means that it'll pick up the worst of 2 modifier decks. And then I don't want to use this card, so I'm just going to do nothing.
Actually, I think we both misread it. If you end the movement in the same hex you started and perform muddle, you still open the door.
So yeah, I don't muddle.
And then
correct.
what do you do for your top card?
Nothing. Because I don't want to lose the card yet.
Okay, what were you planning on doing originally?
Attacking it.
Okay, sure. Sure. So now what happens is we open the room, we pause the game, we open the room, we populate it with enemies and we let them move if needed.
Yes.
So
Yep.
let me get that.
Let
me remember that. So if we open this room and there are enemies that would have already moved, do they get to move again?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So we need M.
I'll take out of zombies and dark elements and skeletons. So we have living corpse.
So we
have living spirit. And we have somewhere over here living skeleton.
So wait, the entrance. What? How can that be?
How can what be, honey?
So we're exiting 2B, which means that we're entering the same thing. It's kind of weird.
Just take a different one.
You see, it doesn't really matter. I can just put it and that's it. Oh, that's not M, is it?
It's N.
It's N. Okay, that's the... where's M?
You're gonna get us killed, aren't you?
Yep, probably. I'm gonna fall.
Don't fall, honey.
I am.
Don't fall.
That's an L. Where are the M's?
I don't know, honey.
Here it is. Okay. So again, we're exiting through this, but then we're entering through here. That doesn't make... Oh. No.
Just flip it.
Fine, whatever. Let's just put it like this.
Yeah, no, what I mean is we're entering through here.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So that's gonna cause me some confusion. That's okay. So this is the next area on the map.
All the creatures insist on falling on me, honey.
Okay. So we need... Wow. Okay.
Are you happy you opened it?
Well, we should have done it at some point, so we might as well do it now. So we need...
I took them all out, in case you didn't notice.
Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, great. So remind me their names, please.
Living Spirit, Living Bones, and Living Corpse.
Living Corpse, Living... Spirit and
Living Bones. It's one of the big ones, because there's lots of them.
Living Bones. Great. Okay. So let's see how many do we need of each. Let's move this here as well.
A truck ton.
Okay, so we, in terms of living corpses, which is this, right?
I see just one. And elite.
Okay, so this is the living corpse, and this is the one elite.
Very good. Where do we place it? It's number one. Right?
Number one.
So it's over here, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and then we need the skeletons, the living bones. Of them, we need 1, 2. So that's 1, 2.
And they're both regular, right?
Yeah.
Okay, one of them goes over here.
So that's number 2 and number 5 for you regarding the map.
That was 2, and this is number 5. Great. There's an obstacle, like right over here. Okay, great.
Okay, and then for, what is this? This is spirit. We do 1 elite spirit.
But we don't have any more elite markers.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Where is it placed?
So just, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we did that, and now we need a coin at number 7, so here.
Mm-hmm.
We need this tree.
Get the tree.
Good. And then we need the green blob trap for number, it's over here.
Okay.
For number 8, which is here.
Wait. Over
right
here.
Yep.
Very good.
And then we need number 10 here. And then we need number 11 here.
And what's a 12?
12 is a treasure. For all enemies suffer 2 damage.
Okay.
And we are now at the rotting encampment. If
Okay.
that is of any interest to anybody. Okay.
Why so sarcastic? Okay, so
now we open up.
I think you can remove the hounds. Like
I already did, yeah.
Okay.
So now we need to open their action cards. So the living corpses go at 66, the living bones 64, and the living spirits at 75.
Wow, I'm before all of them.
Okay.
So
where were we?
You were here, right? So you want 1, 2,
3, 4.
3, 4. So you can't move from here. But now you have your other card.
I already did my other card, didn't I?
Nope.
I did this. Oh, right. I can attack for 4.
At the cost of a card, but yes.
Yeah, should probably do that. So I think I'll attack the elite living spirit, right?
Let's think about it for a second. The elite living spirit moves 4, so it will, and it has range, so it will definitely reach you. But it also has like a free shield.
Yeah.
And you don't have any piercing.
No.
So I don't think you'll get to do that much damage. I think you should leave it to me. I say either butcher one of the skeletons or something like that so you don't get damage.
Okay, so this skeleton then.
Yes.
So, okay, so I'm going to attack it for 4.
I have a question though. Can you just trigger your boots?
And move back.
And then whoop, magic, now attack her for 2.
Yeah, I think that also makes sense.
Co-op.
Yay! So I'm going to attack it for 2. Plus 0, that's 2. So I think it's dead.
Okay, great.
Right?
Yeah. Great. Now, I just want to mention that that wasn't really cheating because the shoes say during your movement.
Yeah.
And that was during your movement, so...
why do I feel like I need to do something? No, I don't need to do anything.
You need to move stuff to your discard pile.
That's it. Okay.
Okay, great. The imp no longer moves. Now
that's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Up for the bear to move. Okay, great. The bear has an attack of +1 and a wound, so it'll go for... Are you sure it's going to go for your rat swarm? Sure, it's going to go for your rat swarm.
Yep.
So the bear mauls the rat storm for a bazillion damage and misses completely.
Yay!
Hooray! I think that also means that the wound doesn't happen.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
It nulls the entire action.
Can I just poke a small hole in your theory?
Yeah.
What if that and complete miss was a -2? Would you get the wound then?
Yes.
Okay. So my turn. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna attack the bear for free. That also pushes it 1 into the obstacles. So that's a base of 5. So I have a +2, so that's a 7, and bear goes kaput.
Yay.
And it goes into this and destroys it, and now these 2 go away, and there's a coin. And I also get a 1 experience from that. So that's nice for me. And then I have a move to action.
Yes.
So that'll be 1, 2. And then I heal 1 all around me. And if there were enemies, I'd attack them. So I get 1 HP back. And Ratty Rat gets 1 damage removed from it. So that's wonderful. So that was 57 initiative.
Okay.
Now,
so now
we go
to the living corpses for 66.
Yeah.
So he moves.
Just 1.
Yeah. Moves +0. Living corpses.
Okay. Wait. No. Living bones first.
Oh yeah. Living bones first for movement
Okay.
-1.
So living bones has free movement because none of them are elites. So that's 2 movement. And he moves at -1. So that's 2 movements. So he'll go 1, 2 to get to you.
Yeah.
And this one will go 1, 2 to get to you. Yeah. And none of them attack.
Nope.
I forgot they have multiple targets.
Yeah, but they're not ranged. So that's okay.
Okay, great.
Living corpses moves.
Corpse. Where is it? Living corpse. Can we remove these 2? Yeah. And I mauled the bear, so all these go away for now. Great. Okay, that'll make looking at things a tad easier. So now we're at Living Corpse. Living Corpse has a movement of 2 because it's elite. And it moves at +0, so that's 1, 2. Wonderful. Now we're at the Living Spirit. It has a movement of -1. It's regular, right? It's not elite. Oh, it is elite because it has the token underneath it. It moves at -1, so it'll move at 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. Does it have line of sight on you? I think the rules of line of sight say from edge to edge. And here. It can get from here to here.
Yeah, exactly.
So it does have line of sight on you. Yep. How much range does it have? It has a range of 4. And it has a range of -1, so that's 3. So 1, 2, 3, it unfortunately gets to you.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Yep. So he attacks me?
Yes, for how much?
For +1.
So it's a base of 5. Ugh. It's a lot.
Okay. +1, I'm on 3 health.
Yes. And so happy I healed you earlier, despite your reluctance to be healed.
Okay.
Okay, please retreat so I can do something about them.
I will. So we need to shuffle this because it has a shuffle icon.
Yeah, I don't have to shuffle anything on my end.
And let's see. I'm down to my last 2 cards. I'm going to use them.
Where's the exit, by the way? I think it's over here, right?
The exit is over. Yep. Down. No, it's this one, right? It's the exit.
Yes.
Here.
So here.
Yep.
Great.
Okay. We do need to kill everybody, right? But other than that,
I just wanted to know.
Yep. Okay.
And we said that this treasure, what does it do?
Let's see. This treasure
might be strategically relevant.
Yeah. Enemies suffer 2 damage, I think.
That's the other one.
All right.
It's this one.
Cure all negative conditions, which we don't have.
Boo.
Yeah.
Can we swap them?
No.
Co-op, honey, co-op.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think of how to move and maybe heal yourself. Do you have a pull, by the way?
A what?
Pull.
Pull, no.
Okay. It's like I could spend the entire turn healing everyone, but then I don't do any damage. Oh, I take it you've already decided.
Yeah, I just have the 2 cards.
Can you raise Earth or something?
No. Can it raise Darkness?
Darkness is not as cool as it seems. Dang it, honey. Range of 2. Can you get like far away from there?
Yeah.
Were you intending to do that?
I could. I don't have anything good to do, so yeah, I'll just move backwards.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna heal, and I'll be largely stationary, so don't get too far away from me.
Okay, so I'm at 14.
38.
Okay, 38, 47, 45, and 48. 38, right?
Yeah, so you go first.
So I'll go first. So this little dude moves.
He can't pass through me.
Okay, so he stays there. Yeah, you take that loot.
Oh, right.
Okay, that's a shame. And then I just move backwards, 1, 2, and then loot in a distance of 1. So that's this one and this one. Oh, sorry, just this one.
Still good.
And I raise Darkness for whatever reason, because I'm going into the night. And that was my turn.
What does it say on the loot? Gain additional money token from the supply.
For every emptied, no.
Isn't that
there
nice?
weren't any empty.
Oh, right. Still nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's my turn?
Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to heal myself, obviously, for an additional 5.
I think I'm not gonna... You healed yourself, right? Yeah. So I'm not gonna heal you.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this for movement, which will be 1, 2, and now I'm over here. And now I'm gonna kick up the dirt tornado, and it's gonna happen over here.
Ooh.
So I attack these 2 for 1, and I muddle them, which is mainly why I did that. So let's start with skeleton number 6. -2, so 0, but he still gets muddled.
Yeah.
Number 6. Okay, great. And now let's start with
the living spirit.
Spirit number 3. That's +1. We said that shields only go up in his turn.
Yeah.
He still has 2 shields, so you know.
But he doesn't.
Oh,
it wasn't his turn yet.
Right, so he gets 2 damage. I'm so certain that's not how it works, but I love you, and I'll do whatever it takes to kill the spirit before it attacks you. Because you're sicky sick. We don't want you to die. Right, Mickey?
Right, Mickey.
I'm Swifty. You're Mickey.
Okay.
I get
Moving
1
on.
XP from that. And
to
that
the living bones, which move +0, so that's
living bones, they have a base of 3.
3. So that's 1, 2, 3.
And 1, 2, 3.
Yes. And they can attack us, and then it's the living corpse, which moves +1 and attacks for -1. A range of 4 means that...
Wait, you're at living corpse, not living spirit. Living corpse is the zombie.
Sorry.
So he moves +1, which, if I'm not mistaken, is 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. Very good.
Okay, and now the living spirit.
Living spirit moves 4 +0, and its base movement is 4, and it attacks 1 person, so it'll want to attack me. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I think that it has no line of sight on me.
From where?
From here. So I think it'll want to go in. Now it has line of sight on me, and it attacks me for +0. Its base attack is 4. Whip out a card, honey.
It's -2.
So I only take
2 damage.
No curse, no nothing.
Yeah.
Great.
Very good. Okay, anything to shuffle? Yes. All right. So now I need to take a long rest, because I am out of cards. Long rest means that I'm on...
What about your stamina potion?
Maybe I want to use it later.
Okay.
Yeah. So my initiative is going to be 99, which is basically going last. I'm going to lose one of the discards of my choice, and then I'm going to recover everything else, and I'm also going to heal, and I'm going to refresh my item.
Refreshing your items is important.
Yeah.
How much do you heal? 2?
2. So I'm going to be 1 away from my max. So I'm good for healing.
I don't have that many interesting options. That's my problem. I could tank for you. How much HP do the bones have? A lot of HP.
Plus shield, yeah.
Yep. I think I'm gonna be a bit of a mean to them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do these 2.
Okay.
And
you need to shuffle according, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna open up for them as well. So
it shows my cards, so
21, 25, and 22. They're going fast.
Why? They were so high up until now.
All right. So you go after them, I take it. Yes. Okay, so 21 living corpse moves +1, so he just basically moves to here.
That's living bones.
Oh, sorry. So actually, moving +1 means that he moves for
3.
For 2.
No.
He's elite. Yeah.
So 3. So that's
1, 2, 3. Okay.
And then
he just muddles and he immobilizes one adjacent enemy. He doesn't attack you, which is good.
I think thematically he just walks up to me and then smells really bad.
Yeah.
So I'm confused now.
And now the living spirit which doesn't need to move because he can attack you, and then he attacks you for -1 and a model, which you already have, which does nothing. So -1,
of 3.
3 plus 0, so that's just 2, if I understand correctly. No, it's 3 after the -1.
Yes.
Okay.
And now the living bones.
The new living bones, they want to move, but they cannot.
Why not?
Because they're stuck. Oh, right.
So he moves +1. So we start with him. So he'll
That's
go
number 6,
over.
but there's number 5, isn't it?
Yeah, but number 5 will just go here.
Yeah.
And number 6 will get over here. And he will attack me. Sorry. And he will attack me for -1. His attack is base of 1. So take out a card, honey. And +2. So that's 3 damage. Ooh. Help.
I will.
Yeah. I was planning on doing something. Not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something else, which is the advantage of those cards. So I'm gonna start by attacking 3. Living corpse or living bones? Living corpse is elite, so we should get rid of it.
The living corpse is elite? Yeah.
The zombie. So I attack the zombie at a base of 3. I'm muddled, so I need to take out 2 cards. And then we pick the lowest one.
Wow.
So but I still do 1 damage, immobilize, and I raise earth. So that's 1 damage, immobilize, and earth. Great. And now I do free move and immobilize all enemies.
Yeah, so just basically, you cannot move because you're immobilized. So you can just immobilize the bones and the corpse,
Corpse and
bones. Number 6.
Number 6 have been
Yep.
immobilized.
Okay. Great.
Help.
Did you get those on this turn? So they go at the next turn.
But I just did my actions.
Oh, right. Okay, so now it's me, so I need to lose permanently 1 card. I think I will... This is really bad. I need to get close to them and attack them, because then I get to this.
Attacks, don't you?
Yeah, but I do have this bonus, so I might as well do it at some point.
You need a jump.
Yeah. These are all good cards. Maybe I'll skip this one. Yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, maybe not. Ooh, this is another good card.
Can I just choose to do a short rest now?
Yeah.
Because I need the cards.
Yeah, you need to lose 1 card randomly. It says optionally short rest, lose 1 random discard, and recover the rest.
Can you do something that will help me stay alive? Because I'm going to be attacked by 3 creatures now.
I can make you... Oh. I can make 1 enemy attack its allies.
That's nice. That's a start. But does it mean instead of its usual turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I can probably survive that in that case. Because I'm going to be relatively quick, and I am going to heal 2 of us.
Uh-huh. Good.
But I'm not going to be damaging anything.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
So I want all cards, obviously. But I do need to get rid of something, so I'll just get rid of a middle card here. I'll just lose, I guess, this one. Fine.
Living Spirit needs to be reshuffled, so I'll take care of that.
Okay, so now I have my cards back, and this has been reshuffled, and I get 2 HP back. And I can play my turn, which is going to be... Oh, okay. Oh, that's nothing. And we're
What did I miss?
No.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna not do that, not do that.
I'll wait till he done picks his cards and then I'll take them out because I already picked mine.
I need to get closer to them. So I'm gonna start doing that later.
If you have a jump, it's easy. If you don't, then I'm sorry.
Yeah, I cannot jump and make them attack themselves. So I'm just gonna lose a card for now and that's it. Okay. I mean, not lose, just don't do anything.
I have 21.
I have 9.
This is 82.
This is 12. I'm still going before them. And this is 33. So on my turn, this moves closer. Great. And then I am going to hostile take over one of them. Force one normal or elite enemy within range 3 to perform its turn this round as if its allies were enemies and its enemies were allies. To signify this, place one of your character tokens, so let's say this one, on that enemy. So I guess, I'm here. So 1, 2, so it's basically one of these.
So let's look at which one of them attacks. I think.
Oh, right.
So not living bones for sure.
Yeah, the living corpse then.
The living spirit attacks all enemies within range.
What? Oh.
Yeah, so if you swap him, he attacks all of them. That's not bad.
But I cannot reach him.
Oh, 1,
because that's
2,
another 3.
Yeah, it's 4. Okay.
So living bones, unfortunately.
Living corpse, yes.
Corpse, yeah.
Okay, great.
So that's 1, and the second thing I'm just not going to do anything. So that's it, unfortunately. Yep.
Okay. That was a growl of frustration.
Yes. Okay.
So
now 12.
Now 12.
So the
shield and heal. Bless you. So he just loses these 2, and he has an additional shield. We have to remember that, but at least he doesn't attack, which is good.
And now you.
I am at 12, so I get a heal of 2.
That's good.
And
you target 2.
I heal either you or
that's
the
just 1, so I'm going to heal him.
Okay, great. That's 2 targets.
Yep.
And I have a move 2 and a retaliate. I have nowhere to move.
Right.
But I am going to retaliate once the living corpse attacks me, which is better than nothing, I guess.
The living corpse will not attack you.
Oh. Then nothing will attack me, but I still have a retaliate.
Okay.
I get 1 XP for it. Those were
the
my
living
last
spirit
cards.
will attack you. But you don't have a retaliate with
against it. It's
ranged. Yep. Okay, next up is the living spirit. Which
it's going to be a short rest.
Which needs to move +0, so he doesn't... Oh, so he does want to move 1. Just, no. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, he doesn't want to move at all. Or maybe he does, so that'll attack this one as well. Yeah. Okay, great. And then he attacks -1, target all enemies within range. Great. So let's start with you. So he attacks you for -1, which means he's an elite, right?
Yes.
So that's 4, base of 4, right? So that's
base of 4, -1, base of 3.
-1, that's 2 for you.
Great.
For me, it's going to be 3 exactly, so I'm at 7. And for my swarm, it's going to be nothing. Okay, great. Then the living corpse goes and he attacks, let's see, he will attack the living bones for +1. The corpse starts, it's an elite, right? So he attacks for 5 +1, that's 6. 6 + 0 is still 6. The living corpse, however, has a, that's not elite, right? No, he's a shield of 1, so that's 5 attack, 5 damage for number 6.
Okay, that's a lot of damage. Kudos, honey.
Yeah, 6. And 6, and right, 5 damage, yep. Okay, next round, we need to shuffle this thing. And we need to shuffle this thing.
I already picked my cards, so I'm gonna let you pick. I'm gonna heal myself and I'm going to bash one of them into uselessness.
Yeah.
Which is nice, I think. I'd like to think. Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing to do with the cards I'm gonna play because we don't want to break theme. But how much damage do traps do?
We're
Scenario level 3.
Yeah. So, what are the rules?
Not on my end. I'm not a rules person.
Oh, here they are. Traps on level 3 do 5 damage.
That's good. That's good, and they're raw damage.
So, I have to jump and start doing stuff, otherwise nothing will happen. Great. So let's do.
What do the traps do here?
This one and
the traps here do
this
stun,
one. I have to start doing stuff.
And stun, and I think that's bleed. I think that's the item for bleed.
Sure. Bleed is wound, yeah.
Wound, yeah.
Okay, so you ready with your cards?
Yes, I am.
So they're going
at 38.
Oh, I could maybe use that actually.
Go for it. That's good for you.
Let's see. Maybe I'm going before it. I don't have to. So I could go at 79. I should have. No, I'm going at 29. I should have chosen that before these cards were revealed, and I would have chosen 29. Okay, so you go. I think. Oh, wait.
I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm 29.
Yeah.
So I am going to move and jump, which means that I can cross whatever I want. And if I end the movement, but I'm not going to, so I'm just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very good.
Or no, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very good.
Yeah. And oh, sorry. Unfortunately, I was here, and the swarm needs to move first, so he doesn't move, and then I'm going to move. And then I'm going to attack for 3 plus 2, that's 5. Okay? So I'm going to attack this thing for 5. Plus 1, that's 6. Number 5, that
has not taken damage yet.
So that's 5.
But we said that shields only raised.
Oh, right.
At the end of his turn, that's what you said.
So yeah, so just one more attack and he's dead. One more damage is dead, and I get a nothing. Okay, so that was my turn.
Very good. And now Living Corpse moves. Living Corpse is the zombie. It's gonna attack me. Attack plus 2, and then push 1, and then Living Corpse suffers 1 damage. I hope I survive this, because that damned thing has a 5 base damage, and it's a plus 2, so we're at 7 base damage. I'm probably dead.
Which means that you can just lose a random card and continue, and negate the whole damage, I think, right?
Sure, but let's see what I'm getting first.
Yeah. So what, 7?
So that's 6. A 6. Okay.
Okay. And he suffers 1 damage.
Great. So he has 2 damage. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm at 30.
He pushes you.
Now I have to move. So I can't heal. Sure, I'm gonna use this to move.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna push him. That's a base of 5, and I gain 1 experience. That was my bottom action to move. Now my top action is to push him, base of 5, and I push him over here. So let's start with the base of 5. So he gets 6 damage, which is nice. Now he's at 8, and he's on top of a trap, which we said does how much? 5 damage. So he's dead.
Yay!
And the trap was cleared.
Yep.
Okay. So That's it. That was my turn. That was 38. So now we're at 45, which is living bones.
That's number 5. It's going to attack me first.
5 attacks you, sure.
So for what base?
His
2?
Basic is 2.
2 plus 1, that's 3. Okay, so I'm at 4 health. And then this one attacks you.
Great. That's at base of... Where are we?
2.
We're living bones, so that's 2.
2.
Okay.
2 minus 1 is 1.
Okay, great.
Okay. Next up is the living spirit. Moves +0 and curse target all enemies within range. Okay, so just curse.
I don't think he needs to move.
No.
Great. Let's reshuffle our decks and let the turn start again.
Yes.
I did a short rest, so my armor didn't go up.
Yep. Okay. So that's been reshuffled, nothing here needs to get reshuffled, and we can play another turn. I am going to I'm gonna move backwards and attack whatever you want me to attack.
Let's kill the elite.
Oh.
The bones are almost dead and you have ice. So
the elite, right? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I raise an element? Wait, what did I do last turn? I put these in the wrong pile. I only lost 3 cards, not 5. Okay. Did I raise any elements? No, I did not. Okay, great. Okay, let's talk business, honey. I can kill the 2 skeletons.
I'll kill the spirit, or I'll do a lot of damage to it.
Okay. If I ask you kindly, can you move away?
Yeah, I'll move as well.
Okay.
Towards that way.
Away from the enemies, because we're being thematic. That's wonderful. I wanna revisit the shtick, and it requires you to be...
Yeah, away.
Yes, if possible. You
know.
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be these 2. And... go.
Alright, so I'm moving at 10.
21.
Okay, and they are moving at 60.
Biological age.
66. 74.
There's no living corpse though.
Okay,
we
and
took care of that one.
33.
So we're at 33. So we both move before it. Great. So your rat swarm moves 1.
Yes, and then I will move to here.
Great.
And attack in range of 3. And I raise this again. So I am going to attack +0, so that's 3.
Okay, so Living Spirit is dead since you said that shields go up. You see why I think you're wrong about it?
No.
I think only those go up during their turn, but it doesn't matter. It's dead.
Yay!
Great, that makes my turn less horrible than I was planning to.
And then I'm going to use this to loot. I don't have anything to loot.
Okay.
I did this one. And I'm just going to raise darkness.
Okay.
That's it.
Great. So
then I'm going to take a long
rest. Let's recycle these 2 because
doesn't matter.
I need them. And I need another obstacle if you can. Por favor. Thank you. So first of all, I'm going to move 2. So that's going to be 1, 2. And then I'm going to place 1 obstacle. Did I damage your swarm?
It's okay.
Then I do this. That's 2 damage. He's dead. Then I do...
Where was he?
Over here.
Oh.
Should I change my mind? Because then I also take 2 damage.
Do you have to stand over there?
Where else can I stand? I was over here. I have 2 movement.
Yeah. Okay. So you will heal up. It's okay. We don't have any other enemies.
You have healing potions.
Okay, so do that.
So you take 2 damage and he's
Where do you
dead.
see my healing potion, though? I don't, but it's okay.
I have healing. I'll heal you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Fine, I'll heal me.
It doesn't matter.
He's dead too.
Okay. Yay, we're out of enemies. The sad news is that this thing won't move unless there are enemies, so that's bad. Okay. Moving right along.
Okay, Sarah.
Yeah. So, okay, so all these go away. They do not matter anymore. And I'm gonna do a long rest.
But you have cards in your hand or
no? I don't.
Okay, then that's a good time to rest.
Okay, so go.
So I move 3 and then I heal you and myself for 2. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then I go up by 2, you go up by 2.
Thank you. I'm at 6 now.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's difficult. Okay, so I need to... Oh, yeah, I'll lose this one. And then these go to my hand. And I think I'm not gonna... I think I'm gonna...
But you have 2 augments, so you don't have to... Oh, you want to get rid of it?
I want it. I want it back.
Oh,
so I'm just gonna discard it. Yeah, I can choose to discard it and then pick it up.
I wasn't aware. Then again, I never played with your character.
Yeah. Okay. So do your turn.
I basically just move 2, and then I'm gonna long rest next turn.
Okay. So then it is it's a new round. So you need to choose 2 cards, or are you long resting? Okay. So on my turn, I need to move it. So I'm gonna do this, and it doesn't, I don't think it matters. 1, 2, 3, no. Is there anything good that I can do? No.
I don't have to pick cards yet. I can wait till your turn is done.
Yeah. Okay, great. So my turn. I am going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to raise
ice.
Yeah, ice. I'm going to get 1 experience, and then this card won't do anything. And then it is your turn.
I did a long rest.
Long rest.
I already did the actions of the long rest. And now I have to choose a card to discard. It's going to be this one.
So next turn,
skip the looting, and then these go
we
back
need to
into
move
my hand.
again.
You have movement, as do I.
I'm going to use this though. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to move, and then I'm going to open up the room, which means that I need to start attacking. So it's going to be this one, and it doesn't, it's going to be this one, I think. Oh, it's completely closed off?
Yeah, we kind of moved this because I didn't want to reuse the tile, but that's where it was.
Oh, bummer. Okay. So my turn, right?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. My turn. Or we open up
yeah, we
our
both.
cards.
Sorry. Do I have a... Yes, I did. Okay, fine. So let's open up our cards. Initiative doesn't really matter that much in this particular case.
Yeah, 9.
I heal myself for 4. I heal you for 2.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I know why you did.
Yeah.
I think it's vital that you live. Live, honey.
I'm trying. Okay, I am going to move for 2 plus 2 to a total of 4. I'm going to use just the 3 for now, and then we're going to see what's up. So, last room. We are going to, we are exiting through, what is this, right? Through A. Okay, so that's A. So we're here now, and I need age. Where is it?
Isn't it on top? Oh, here it is.
It's one of the ages.
I think it's pronounced H, but...
H?
Yeah, sure. We're one of the ages.
It doesn't really matter. It says 1B, but it doesn't really matter. They're all shaped the same.
How does it go in?
Like this way.
Wait, it says 1B, honey. So
I know.
This is H3.
I know.
Don't you want to give us H1?
Here we go. Here's 1.
Very good. You see, it's a completely different H.
That's what I said. And then it goes like this. We are entering through here. So we can, I think, get rid of this, right? Doesn't matter.
He's blocked off. None of us are going to go back there.
Whoop.
The treasure chest is not going to be reached. So we are effectively here.
Okie dokie.
What creatures do we have this time, honey?
Yes, we're at the Cutthroat Sewer, apparently. And we have these guys and more of the hounds. And these guys.
Yes, sure. I fully understand what these guys mean. I think those are all the bandits. So I'll just take out all the bandits and hopefully that'll be sufficient. So bandit archer, right?
Yeah, archer and guards.
And what else? I think there was another bandit.
No, we don't have guards here. Those are not guards.
Yes, those are. This is a bandit guard. This is the one on top. And you have the hounds back.
Yeah, we don't have archers. That's what I meant to say.
What do you mean? This is an archer.
That's not this.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
We have bandit archer and bandit guard.
Yeah, it's true. And hounds. Okay.
I'm gonna just recycle these.
So, we need...
And hounds are somewhere. You took them down. You took them off the board, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're here. Okay, so this is one elite guard, and he is placed, so we're like this. And he is placed here. Wait. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. He's placed here. And then we have a coin here. And then we have an archer, a regular archer, bandit archer. Are you bandit archer?
Those are the bosses, aren't they?
No.
Okay.
Here we go.
And you said that the Wolfy Wolves, where's their...
Just one sec, sorry. Number 3 is over here. The wolves, they're back in the box.
Oh.
Number 4 is another bandit archer.
Right. I'm sorry for ever doubting you.
And number 4 goes right here. Number 5 is a trap. And it goes here. Number 6 is a hound.
Yes.
So here are the hounds. And we need just the one. Okay, and it goes at number 6, which is here. Then 7 nothing, 8 nothing, 9
is a trap.
9 is a trap, and it goes here. 10 is nothing, 11 is a trap, and it goes here. And 12 is a treasure chest, which goes here.
What does it have, honey?
It has 5 gold, which, if we were playing the game, would have meant that we could have bought more stuff when we got back. Okay, so these are
playing the game.
We are playing the game, I'm sorry. So these go back there. These go back here. Great. These We don't need any more, but we do need the cards, so they go here. And for now, we can just take all of this and move it somewhere else. Okay.
So you are mid-turn.
Right.
So I suggest you move back and close to me.
Yeah, I'll move back one because I had 4 movements. And the other thing I meant to do was nothing. Oh, wait. Let's say I moved with this one. Now I can attack for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could stay here.
Yeah, you could.
1, 2, 3, 4, and attack one of them.
I think ice is up as well. Oh.
No, I'm using this one.
But you still immobilize them, that's nice.
Yeah. So attacking for a base of 2.
That's great.
Let's say I'm going to attack this one. Plus 1, that's 3. So 3 damage goes on to archer number 1.
Very good. They only have 6 health, so you know that's half his life.
And another experience, and I am done. So now
I just healed.
Oh, you're at long rest.
Oh, right. No, I healed. I used these 2. I get you went up by 2 HP, right? I was 36.
38? Okay, so we cheated. I was at 9 and I moved and I opened the door, so these 2 should go before you.
Okay, let them go before me.
So theoretically I'm at 6. Archer number 1 has a range of -1. Their base range is
4, so they have a range of 3.
Isn't it? Oh, right. 3. So 1, 2, 3. So he does need to move 1. And he attacks me for +1 for a base of 3, right? So that's 4, and that's 5. Okay, so I'm at 1.
Why 5? Oh, right.
I'm at 1.
And then the other one attacks you.
And then the other one does the exact same thing, and he attacks me for, what did we say, 3? 4.
Yeah, he attacks you
for
4.
And I need to lose a random card, I think, from my discard pile. Oh, this is also in my discard. I think it's also in my discard. I think it's not. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I just lost a card. And then the single guard, he moves.
He's an elite, so he moves.
Didn't I immobilize them? Oh, I immobilized one of them.
Okay, so you don't lose a card. This one is immobilized, cannot attack you.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So only the other one attacked you and he did less damage. So you're at 1 HP more.
Okay. Guard.
Guard moves -1 and he has a base of 3, so he moves 1 and does absolutely nothing.
Great.
Range 2 doesn't reach anything, so it's okay.
Your turn.
And then the hound moves -2.
No, your turn.
Oh, right. I just heal you for 2.
Okay, great. So I'm at 4.
Yep.
Now the hound moves for -2. Which means that he moves
for 2.
For 2. Okay, great.
Great.
Next round. I am going to take my major stamina potion, which means that during my turn recover up to 3 of your discarded cards.
That's great. Can you heal yourself?
Nope.
You had a heal. Maybe you discarded it.
Yeah, I lost it. Yeah. Let's do this again. And I need to get close to them. I think I'm gonna sacrifice myself. Actually...
What do you mean sacrifice yourself?
Yeah.
We have 4 enemies to kill. We can do this.
Yeah, we can totally do this.
The only thing you need to do is to move far away behind me. That's like the only thing we have to do.
Oh, but I can do that. Okay, so I'm going to... Oh, I can heal myself.
That's great. That will help for sure.
So I will heal myself. And I will also attack from behind. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Do we need to shuffle anything? No.
I don't think so.
I'm at 10. 31. 17.
82.
And 19.
I insist on being last.
Okay.
You're at 10, you're first.
So I am going to attack from behind. I'm going to attack for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it has to be... I do want to kill something, so I'm going to kill
number... He has free health.
Yeah, I'm going to kill number 3.
Okay,
so I'm going to attack him for 4.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yes. Plus 0, that's... So he's dead. Right?
Why? You meant number 1. Number 1. Oh.
No, number 3.
Okay. The wounded one you attacked, you killed the wounded one. The wounded one is the one that was immobilized.
Oh.
So...
Doesn't matter.
Not really. But for our lovely viewers.
Yeah, and I'm going to raise darkness and get 2 experience points.
And you heal for 4.
And thank you. And I'm going to heal for 4, so I'm okay. And I'm going to lose this card. And then I am going to move 3. He's here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can we... Let's look at them for a second. The guard has move -1. So he's not going to reach you if you stay put.
Okay.
And the other one, and the hound is not going to reach you. No. What does the archer do? The archer can reach you.
Yeah.
Because he has a range of 4.
4. So I don't mind him reaching me if that means that I'm going to attack him.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so you raise ice, you attack him for 3 damage.
3 plus 1. And this icon means
you whip another card.
Yeah, we open up another card. Okay, so that's just a total of 4. So I did 4 damage on him.
That's still very good, honey.
Yeah. And that was my turn.
Okay, 4 damage on archer numero 1. I'm last, so, you know.
Okay, 19. Hound. Moves plus 0.
So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then he adds plus 2. No, he doesn't attack. Now the archer attacks me.
Mm-hmm.
For base of...
Your base is
3. -2, that's just 1.
Great. So happy I healed you, though.
Yeah. And then the guard.
And then the guard moves from -1, and he has no range, so the guard moves 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
1, 2.
1 and 2.
Yep. That's it. Now you.
Now me. I can move 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. And then I can attack in range of 2, which is completely pointless. Did I have a different card that could somehow move me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Wasted turn. It's okay. It happens.
Okay.
Onward.
Next round.
You go back, right?
I wasn't thinking of going back. Do you want me to go back? I could go back, but then I'm not going to attack.
I can't heal you.
I don't need healing. I'm at 7.
There are 3 of them here, and these
no,
two do
but I'm going to go
damage.
invisible.
Okay, if you're going to go invisible, you do you.
Yeah. Ready?
No, I'm still thinking, but I just want to protect you, honey. Is that so wrong, wanting to protect my husband?
No.
If I only have 1 card, I have to short rest, right?
Yeah.
I can't play 1 card.
No.
Okay.
You have to either short rest now or long rest.
No, but I have 2. Turn after that, I have to decide.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at 21.
Okay, I'm at 9. The archers are 16. The guards are 15. And the Hound is at 26. Okay.
But you're going invisible.
I am invisible.
So it's fine.
So if you could give me the invisible, so that means that they cannot attack me or move towards me. I mean, they can move towards me, but
can they pass through you?
No.
So you're literally blocking. The
yeah. And then I'm gonna, with a range of 4, I think that I'm gonna attack this. Right. Attack 2. Right.
Yep. Base of 2, and then you raise ice and get.
So that's a 4.
Very good. So you slaughtered it.
Yep. Another action. Yep. Thank you. So that is it for me.
Great. Now them, and they can't see you or detect you. So the archer is gone. The guard does nothing except shield and retaliate, which is great. The Hound moves 4, and that's 1, 2, 3, and then he's like sniffing you and trying to figure out what the heck is going on. It's a very confused Hound.
Your turn.
I had a plan. Oh, right. I move 2. 1, 2. And then I start plopping down obstacles on them. Yeah, it's a rock slide. Range of 4, so that's going to be 1. That's going to be 2. That's going to be... because it has to be free. So the 2 of them take damage, and because it says take damage, I think it completely ignores shields and retaliates. So Wolf takes 2. Guard takes 2. Which number was he?
1.
He was number 1. Great. Now, a bit of strategy. Now I take a short rest.
Yeah, me too.
And since you're invisible till the start of your turn,
the end of my next turn.
Yes, you can choose to be last, and then I can bypass you, and I can start smashing them.
Yep. All right.
So let's do that.
Sure. So let's do this one and this one.
So I'm gonna do this one.
And this needs to get reshuffled. And this needs to get reshuffled. And that's it.
Does anyone need healing? No, I think we're kind of fine. So it's gonna be... do I have anything that's relatively quick? I'll do this. It's not really quick, but okay, Sarah. I'm at 47.
I'm at 75.
Very good, honey.
If you can leave the Hound to me, that would be great. Oh, yeah, I just need an enemy next to me so that I could kill it. That's it.
Okay, great.
All right, so the guards want to go at 55.
So I move before the guard. That's nice for me.
Yeah, and the Hounds are at 83.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they're dead.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. They're both immobilized because move 3 immobilize all target adjacent enemies.
That's excellent.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how amazing it is, but we tried.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you wanted Wolfie alive.
Yep.
So I bashed the guard into the obstacle that I just created. That's a base of 5 and 1 experience. Base of 5 plus 0, he takes 5 damage. And he moves here, and the obstacle is destroyed.
So that's another 5.
But that's not a trap.
Oh, right. True.
Okay. Great. So that was me.
So he needs like 3 more?
He's an elite, so yeah, he needs 3 more.
But he has a shield. That's taking damage? You're not attacking, right?
You said that shields go up after their
Oh,
turn.
right. Yes, you're right. I always forget that for some reason.
I am so certain that it's a mistake. And we're
I
going
don't
to check
think
the
so.
rules.
Yeah.
And we're going to reshoot the whole thing.
The whole
as an
thing.
apology.
All right, guards. They don't move. They do attack. And then strength.
He's immobilized, but he does move, but he's immobilized.
You mean he attacks, right. He does attack. Okay, so he attacks you for, what's his base?
Base of 4.
4 plus 2, that's 6.
Yes, and I have 1 shield, so that's 5, and I have 1 retaliate.
Oh, excellent.
So I take 5 damage.
And then he strengthens himself for next turn.
Okay, I will put a strengthen marker on him so that we know
and
that he's
then
strengthened.
it's my turn.
Isn't it the wolf's turn?
No, I'm 75. So I'm going to attack the wolfie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to use the minor power potion to add +1 attack to your entire attack action.
That's amazing.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 plus wound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
And obviously null. Great.
Okay,
but the wound doesn't happen. Okay. And then I'm going to attack 3.
To consume the ice.
Consume the ice
So
and
that's base
stun
of 4.
Yeah. No, why?
Because you
It's just one attack action. This was
entire attack action.
Actually, this wasn't one attack
No, it's
action.
entire attack action. I think it's all of them.
I don't think so. That was one attack action. So it's a base of 3. It's okay. It's a base of 3. I'm going to hopefully stun him. That's +1, so that's 4.
Yes, and you get 1 XP. So he takes 4 damage.
And he's stunned.
Okay, so he's at 6, and he does nothing on his turn because he's stunned. Now it's his turn. We remove these 2.
Yep.
No longer immobilized, no longer stunned, but still half dead.
Yeah, and I'm no longer invisible.
Okay. So
basically, kill them. Okay.
They're
Ready?
half dead. He has 2 HP.
Yeah.
They both have 2 HP.
Need to reshuffle this. I might as well short rest, but I don't think. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
I'm gonna not do a lot of damage, but do a bit.
I'm gonna short rest.
By the way, I have a question.
I won't. Okay. Yes.
If an attack is ranged, but I do it at melee range.
Yeah, then you're muddled.
But it still counts as, no, it doesn't matter.
It's a ranged attack, but you're muddled.
No, I was looking at the card and...
Disadvantaged.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Sadly.
Next round.
Yeah, I just haven't decided what I'm gonna do.
I'm going to take care of the hound. You're going to take care of the guard. That's it.
Sure.
9.
What's it? Definitely this. And not happy.
Okay, 70
36.
for the guard. 72 for the hound.
That is amazing. So we both move first.
So I can either attack the hound directly, or I can force one normal or elite enemy within range 3 to perform its turn. What do you think? Oh,
this one was lost, wasn't it?
I didn't do it. I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
This card was lost.
Okay, so I should have done a short rest. And this is my last turn of the game.
It's okay.
Oh, so I'm on 14. Okay. So I can attack. You
can attack twice, by the way.
No. Oh, yeah, I could. Okay, so I'm going to attack twice.
You kill the wolf.
Yeah, so attacking 1 plus that, and it's dead, right?
It has 2 HP, but...
then I'm wounding him.
Yeah, and then you attack him again, and he's dead.
He's dead.
Very good.
Yay!
You wanna...
No.
Fine.
No, it's against the rules. You have to attack him again.
Fine.
Okay. Oh, I do have to. That's
okay.
Just kill it!
I
kill it with fire.
Heal myself for 2.
Yeah.
And then I do a dirt tornado, which does 1 damage to him.
Okay.
+1. That's 2. We said no shields up. I gain another XP.
And that's it.
And he's dead. And that is it.
All right, let's theoretically.
What did we get from the scenario? Nothing for finishing it,
Nothing.
right? Okay,
but
great.
theoretically, if we were playing a campaign
we
game,
would be reading out the flavor text.
The flavor text for the end. We would probably get the ability to unlock more locations of the map, right?
You want to pretend we did that? Because we had the whole thing of the old woman telling us to clean her warehouse from rats.
Right.
So this was the rat-infested warehouses with the guards and the zombies and
right.
What was in the first one? Bears.
Bears.
That is one heck of a warehouse.
Yeah. And then we would have gotten some bonuses, and maybe the city would have gotten prosperity.
Yeah, and we'd have our. Can I have a pencil?
Yeah.
And then, for example, I got 11 XP from this, so I'd note myself on 14 XP. Since my base was 275, now I'm at 289. And I gained 2 coins.
So 2 coins because we're at level 6. Oh, sorry, the level 3
of, scenario
means that it's 2 coins each. 2 gold.
Don't we get any additional money? We definitely get additional XP for finishing this.
I don't remember.
There are end of scenario rewards.
Yeah, regardless of what it says on the campaign book.
Show me the
what?
Show me the levels, because I'm pretty sure that there was something.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So because we're at level 3 dungeon, we get some bonus experience. Correct, 10.
Okay.
You're correct.
Honey, write it on Mickey.
Okay.
Write it on Mickey.
Not sure where it is. It's buried over there. But yeah, we've got more.
Mickey gains 20 experience.
Yes, way to go, Mickey.
And Mickey gains 2 coins.
Yeah, 4 gold. It's great.
Oh, 4 gold. So I should have 10.
Okay.
Give me the pencil.
All right, here you go. And now we can reveal our personal goals. So mine was reveal a room tile by opening a door on your turn during the scenario, which I did.
So you get a check mark.
I get a check mark, and if I would have crossed enough, then I would have gotten a perk.
Mine was take only short rests, which I did not fulfill. I took a long rest in order to heal myself.
Yeah. And that is it. That's one scenario of Gloomhaven.
Yeah, the point was to give you a feel of what it is, because it is very, very, very unique. And it has a lot of mechanics that are a bit odd and takes a bit to get used to. So we wanted people to have a feel of what it is. So you want to talk about it while I level up your Mickey as soon as you find the page?
All right. So, Gloomhaven.
Yes.
It was, I think, we've talked about it before we started shooting the video, that I think it was the most unique gaming experience that I've had. Nothing really compares to it. We had, and we talked about it in our top 10 of the decade. There was sort of like 2 months where we played almost every night, which was really awesome. And the different characters that you get to interact with are really interesting, and the sense of doing something together, killing off enemies. There is enough tension between the players, because we do have our own personal goals, and we do want to get as much loot as possible, and we do want to upgrade our characters. So there is some kind of personal agenda.
And we also block each other, both physically and both in our actions. Sometimes we can hamper each other. So there's tension there for sure.
Yeah, which I think is really important for the game, because it's sort of, there's a lot of background information for each character, for each class. So that's also interesting. And I also liked the narrative of the game, meaning that it was interesting to learn more about the world as we moved around the map and we unlocked more story
elements,
snippets. So that's also great. And definitely, I mean, not only, I mean, I just want to say something about the scenario being different. There are different monsters who make you play differently, differently the ranged ones. There are a lot of summoning monsters. There are monsters that replicate themselves, and also the bosses themselves.
The bosses were mostly very interesting.
Yeah, they introduced new mechanics to the game, every one of them. And so they feel unique, and you also kind of have to play around with them. And another thing is that sometimes, like I said in the beginning, NPCs are joining you, and they're physically in the room with you.
And you have to protect them, or help them, or whatever.
Or they help us. So there's a lot of variability outside of what you just saw in the space game. But this is the foundation that everything sits on top of. And I guess there's also the map itself, like the physical map, which is big, and you put stickers on it, and you sort of feel where you are in the world, and you have maybe specific quests that make you want to go specific places, and so you're happy if you're able to find a place that you can go to that will help you move along your quest, or you're sort of disappointed that the next location doesn't help you. So there's a lot of feelings around the game, which is really cool. I do want also to mention the organizer. This is obviously these do not come with the game. They do help tremendously because
you refer to the wooden boxes.
Yeah, the wooden organizer components. I think they are really recommended because it's really easier to tear down and set up a game.
Yeah, otherwise you just have a box of stuff lying around, or bags.
Of bags, yeah, and it's really difficult. And so here, it's really easy to organize them, not on the table necessarily, but around you. And it's really easy to move them around, so that's really cool. And everything fits in the box, so that's excellent. Is there anything else that I want to mention? Okay, so you go, and then we'll talk about recommendations maybe.
So positive things, of which there are plenty, are I really like how the characters are both unique and both fit with their own lore. Like, I am a race of giants, and in their chests they have the element of which they're mastered or something like that. So all my attacks are earth-based, and I also create obstacles. As far as I remember, there are no other characters that create obstacles. This is a mechanism that's unique to the Craigheart. And all the characters play just a bit differently, and they also all have a sort of a variety of cards and abilities, which both lets them do most things and lets them do most things uniquely. A lot of characters are a bit more selfish, so they can only heal themselves, whereas some characters are more support-oriented, so they can majorly heal others, whereas he's more about tanking and creating obstacles, so he can heal, but he heals a bit.
Yeah, to that I can add that it's really clear that the designer of the game, Isaac Childress, really understands both the fantasy literature and how to design unique characters. He knows about party composition. It's the one thing that you can definitely say that it's not cliche. Nothing in this game is cliche. No character is sort of mundane. Every character has its background that's tied to its actions that is completely different than any other character. And then again, there are, I think, more than 20 characters in the game. So that's a lot of variance, which is something that is very impressive.
Yeah.
In and of itself.
So lots of characters. There's great joy in opening up a new character and then reading all the cards and trying to figure out how it works, both by itself and with your current party composition, because having a large party or a small party completely changes how you want to play a character. If we were 4 players, I would probably not take half of the healing cards here. I may have dropped all the healing cards and taken stronger attacks, but I kind of counted on Idan to supplement my lacking damage and took more healing and more support and more area control. putting on obstacles and stuff like that. That was something that I did intentionally. I didn't just randomly take cards out because I knew we're a small party and we need to kind of do all sorts of things. So that's something that the game does really, really well. It ties in very well with the lore. Things that the game does less well, in my opinion, are, first of all, the story. Like, I think that when you started researching about it, you'd watch a lot of videos and you had all these Americans gushing about the story and how amazing the story is. And I'd just sit there thinking, have they ever read a book? Have those people lifted a fantasy book, opened it, and read? There's very, very little story here. There are minute decisions that you take throughout the plot, which are about the same level as the story we gave earlier with the old woman and helping the rat seller. Like that's approximately what you do. It's not an old woman and the rat seller, it's, I don't know, a kingdom and you get to choose the king or something random like that, but it has very little impact. It's at the end of the day, it's putting sticker A or putting sticker B, and sometimes you'll get sticker B again at the end of it. So while the lore is fantastic, I think we stopped reading out the missions at some point. No. We definitely don't remember anything that happened there. I distinctly remember the missions that were interesting. There were a lot of missions that were unique or had a fun gimmick. And sometimes the gimmick was so unique and problematic that we'd drop a mission and then go back to it with different characters. I think that there was a forest with a boss that would teleport around, and we just could not handle it with our characters. I don't consider the word forest or the fact that there's a mechanism that moves things from place to place to be spoilers. I'm sorry. There were cards in the mission, by the way. Anywho, so we had to come back with the different characters, which is something that was both unique to this game and both kind of fun in a frustrating sort of way. It's like reaching a barrier that you know you cannot pass is annoying. It's frustrating, but you have to accept it as part of the game. The game is built so you can't do everything now. Some things you might be able to do later. Some things you might have to build a specific party composition for. Like, I think that if we would have been stuck on one of those missions for too long, when one of us retired, instead of getting a brand new class, we would have taken one that would have worked for that specific scenario that we're stuck on. So that's something that's very unique to the game, very fun. But my point was that if you're going into this expecting like some D&D campaign with a fascinating story and fascinating characters to get attached to,
or decisions,
you're not getting any of that. You're getting really fun mechanics with really fun characters that you can play around with and really enjoy, but it's mostly lore. That's fine, but that's what it is. So we covered story. Scaling, I think, is something that once you accept the fact that the game is not balanced at all, scaling is wonderful.
But okay, so talk about length.
I don't think having many players lengthened the game by much because you get a few more enemies.
Right.
But the turns are pretty simultaneous. There's a very short discussion of I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then it kind of flows. So I don't think that having a larger number of players is detrimental. But having new players, we didn't mention it, but the campaigns pretty much drop in, drop out. Like you can call a friend and he can come over and take out his character, or you can have someone new and then tomorrow it's just without him because it's perfectly fine. That's how the campaign works. People take a long time to get into it, but once they're into it, I think scenarios rarely take more than an hour, which is nice regardless of the number of players. So that's a lot of good design on the game's part, but there's an inherent lack of balance. Some characters are just weaker in specific party compositions or specific scenarios. I remember I was having one character that was really phenomenal against hordes, but then when we got to bosses, I'd be like, oh, well, I'm useless here because that thing has 90, 100 health and I do chip damage, so That's a bummer. And that's part of the game. You have to just accept it, embrace it, and you're going to be with a weaker character for a bit, or you'll be stronger in this scenario and weaker in the other one, and then the character will be forced retired, and you'll move on to something else.
I do want to mention that you don't have to stick with a character until he retires. You can just choose another class. You can even take an existing class and just create a new character with the level of the world. So if you don't like a particular class that you chose to try, you can just move on to a different class.
Yeah, but we rarely did that because it is a bit of work.
What, opening up a new character?
Yeah. You have to take the perks, you have to choose the cards, you have to learn.
It's true.
It's not...
I don't think
we rarely unlocked the character and used it in the same scenario.
I think I did that once where I said that I'm not having fun with this character, I'm just going to switch to another character. So I just want to mention that it's not an obligation, it's not being tied down to a specific character. That's all.
It's semi-co-op, so nothing's an obligation.
Yeah, but it is built in.
Which is the next point I was going to get to. The game has a lot of abrasive mechanisms, and you have to come into it with open arms and just accept the fact that some things are not going to be fun. And that's
randomness of the cards?
Not just the randomness of the cards, but the fact that you lose cards. You actively lose cards, and once you're out of cards, that is it.
Yeah, you're exhausted, you're out of the campaign, the scenario, not the campaign entirely. You never die.
You would have not done anything next turn if we wouldn't have killed him, because you were out of cards, and that's it. It's now all on me.
Yeah.
And that's...
By the way, how you lose a campaign.
Yeah, that's, first of all, not fun. Mm-hmm. Standing in the side because you use several of your powerful abilities is not fun. And second of all, it puts a bit of stress that I feel like shouldn't be there. It makes the game a lot more county. I have this many turns remaining. If I do this, if I do that, and that's something that we started this campaign as 4, and we lost 2 players like on the third scenario. They were like, "I'm not having fun counting the number of turns I have left and making every card a big deal," so they stopped. We obviously continued because we didn't mind it, but you have to embrace it.
To that I can say that if you are very optimization oriented, and if you like to, in a very Yuri style, plan your turns and know in advance what's exactly going to happen, and it's just a matter of solving the puzzle where everything is pretty much known, then you wouldn't have fun with this game, because you can get to a miss modifier card, you can get to, because of randomness, get to a character that is super strong at a particular turn, and you just have to accept it. That's just part of the game.
Or super strong against you. Maybe you do something special, and that special thing is useless in one scenario.
Yeah.
And you're just standing there doing your best with the very little you can, and that's fine. You have to accept it.
Yeah.
What else? I was going to talk a little bit about house ruling.
Yeah.
When we started playing the game, we had a bit of a difficulty both with the abrasive mechanisms of losing cards and with the fact that some of the scenarios felt to us completely imbalanced.
Not just to us, by the way. I'm just saying, it's not just to us.
We went on Reddit or on BGG and people were complaining about the same scenarios.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. Maybe they were meant to be extremely frustrating or whatever. I don't know, but to us, they felt like they were ruining the fun of the game. So I think that the point where this really clicked for us and we started to majorly enjoy the game was when we started house ruling a lot of things. We would take some more gold at the end of the scenario. We would limit the number of creatures that can spawn from replication. I think that some of them are capped at 10 creatures or 12 creatures, which is just absurd. Like, if you don't have characters with AoE attacks or strong AoE attacks, and you were out of luck and
they decided to replicate
like rabbits, you're stuck. You're both literally stuck because you can't pass through enemies, and you just, you cleared one room, and then in the other room there are suddenly too many creatures and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
That's not fun. That's not fun at all. That's just, okay, I whipped out the wrong card by random and that's it. Now you can't do anything. So we limited the number of creatures. What else did we do?
I think it's we had like 3 or 4 campaigns where we basically lost a turn before the end, and we decided we're not going to do this again just because of that last turn. We're just going to move forward, because at the end of the game it's about having fun, it's about seeing the rest of the world, and if we didn't feel particularly interested in doing the whole thing again, we just decided to move on.
Which is super legit, and you should be prepared to just, like if you're GMing this, even if you're a stickler for rules, I highly advise just rolling with the punches and accepting what other players tell you and maybe bending the rules here or there so people will have fun. Because the game does have a lot of very, very abrasive moments that just feel unfun. And you have to go through with it. Art and components are really nice.
Yeah, they're excellent.
We didn't speak about the art, but the art is really, really, really nice, and it really suits the world.
Yeah.
Like if you look at all the cards and all the different things, even the tacky ones like sword edge armor are kind of cutesy and fit with the whole vibe.
Yeah,
of
it's
things.
not too serious. It's not too light. It's highly. It fits together. The sense of the world, both from a visual perspective and from the story perspective, is very cohesive.
Yeah.
Which is really impressive. Really, really impressive. And there are a lot of components. The box is really heavy. There are a lot of map tiles. So there are many, many, many obstacles and traps and all sorts of world building components that both have a sort of a rules aspect to them and a visual aspect to them. So it's excellent. Though maybe we can all. I mean, it's getting long, but I think that one of the other things that is a downside is the AI movement, which is really obscure.
Yeah, I think there's a
quiz
tutorial and a quiz, and I think someone even made a simulation where you can test your abilities at figuring out how this obtuse AI is supposed to work. I have the cliff notes in my head and I play along with them, and I'm sure that the comments to this are going to be full of mistakes we made with the AI, but at the end of the day, I don't remember half of those things because it's just not clearly done, and it's sometimes just weird.
Yeah, it's not a major complaint though.
Well, when you have a lot of creatures on the map, and you have few hero characters, it is a complaint. Like the housekeeping of this is massive.
Yeah,
you have to come into some of those scenarios with a lot of patience.
Yeah,
when you have like 10 creatures on the board, which happens. You do your long rest, and then you're just, okay, he moved. No, he's not within range. Okay, so he moved. That's one thing. And the second thing is that creature AI for summons is so weird. They just feel either underwhelming or overpowered in a completely random...
Our summons, you mean?
Yes. Bringing that into account just makes the game very, very housekeeping heavy. I think that when you started with a character with summons as its theme, that's when we started getting tired of the game because that was just okay. So he moves. Does he heal? I don't know. Does he move? Is he in range? Okay.
Yeah. It's basically watching the game unfold with you doing nothing. But
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just take it or leave it. Either accept it with love or decide that the game isn't for you and try it.
Yeah.
I see a lot of hyperbole around Gloomhaven. Like Kotaku, which I often read, every time there's a sale on the game, they run an article about how this is the best board game in the universe or something. And there's no reason for the hyperbole. This is not a standard board game, and comparing it to standard board games is completely pointless. Gloomhaven does its own thing. It does it really, really well. And I just hope that our conversation here will lead people to decide whether the thing that it does really well is for them. Because it's very unique and it's definitely not for everyone. We tried to get a lot of people into Gloomhaven. I think we played it with, what, 6, 7 different people?
Maybe.
One.
Yeah.
One rejoined us.
Yeah.
We've been playing this as a couple pretty much 98% of the time. And we played a lot of Gloomhaven. We enjoy it. Just keep in mind that this is not for everyone, and you might have a hard time finding people to play it with you. Yeah, I was talking for 20 minutes.
No, I think it's getting long, so...
No. I want to hear what Mickey has to say
All
about
right,
Gloomhaven.
Mickey says squeak. All right, so we hope... And miniatures.
Beautiful miniatures.
Yeah. And so long at last, we hope you enjoyed this video and review, this playthrough and review. And oh, by the way, this playthrough, this playthrough was, the only reason that we're doing this is because it was requested by a user. Plus it was on the top 10 list, but it was requested by a user. So if you want us to play anything in specific, let us know and we might do that. And thank you for the user that suggested that
we have nothing better to do. Just tell us what to play and we'll play it.
Yeah. All right. So we hope you enjoyed this video and review, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.